Today we now to my homework. It's Elections Day of State in the past, and full story of An Hà Văn Anh and us. Let's start with the story Day of the Dead in the past. Okay, let me see. Oh my god, wait. Sorry. Oh, yes, it's here. Day of the Dead. I arrived in Guatemala on the Day of the Dead, November 1st. I was curious about this holiday, so I went to the cemetery to see what's happening. What I found is quite interesting. The atmosphere was like a party. There were people everywhere. Families were sitting around the graves of their dead ancestors. They cleaned the graves and ate fresh flowers. I walked through the cemetery and admired the beauty of all the colorful flowers. There was also color in the sky because many kids were flying kites. Some families were having a picnic next to the graves. They drank and sat together. People laughed and smiled. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. We certainly never had festival or party next to the graves. We didn't laugh or play music or fly kites in the cemeteries either. I found that I prefer the Guatemalan approach. I like the way they remember and celebrate those who have passed away. I like that they acknowledge death instead of denying it the way Americans do. I like that they live as well death in their cemeteries. Guatemalan called it the Day of the Dead, but it's also a day to appreciate life. Now, let's start with the first story. The first is Hà story. Hà arrives in Hanoi on Valentine's Day, 4 in February. He's curious about sex, so he goes to the park to see what people are doing here. What he finds is quite interesting. The atmosphere is like a wedding. There are couples everywhere. They are kissing around the tree in the park. The second is the story of Văn Anh. Văn Anh arrives in Ho Chi Minh City on Monday. She's curious about boy, so she goes to the Ngọc Anh's house to see what he is doing. What she finds is quite terrible. The atmosphere is like terrible thing. No, I don't think so. The atmosphere is so terrible. There are underwears everywhere. Ngọc Anh is dancing around the pond in his bedroom and his neck. The third story is of Marco and arrives in Haiphong on summer. He is curious about bikini, so he goes to a pool to see girls in bikini. What he finds is quite quite attractive. The atmosphere is like bikini festival. There are girls in bikini everywhere. There are so beautiful women sunbathing. There are so many beautiful women are sunbathing around the pool. And the last story of us, we arrived in Vietnam on 10th holiday. We are curious about Vietnam history, so we go to the museum to learn about past. The atmosphere is like party. Visitors are everywhere. They are listening about the story of Dien Bien Phu campaign. That's all. I hope that I know that there are so many errors in this video. Hope that you can take for me. Thank you.